It is a spiritual practice to choose to believe that God is everything, an infinite ocean, okay? An infinite ocean. And every life is a drop of that ocean within us. So the Holy Spirit that dwells in me, the soul that dwells in me, is a drop of that ocean. So my soul is not the ocean, but everything the ocean is, I am, right? And Christ as our way shower, showed us that we can travel through space and time. We can heal ourselves, we can heal each other. That children are a top priority, that we should be as children. Have you met people who are childlike, like in the good way, the fun way? I love those people. We are called to be childlike and to care for the children and most vulnerable. Like that's our calling, right? Is to embody that Christ mind. And our human being, right? The carnal mind, or this human being that we are, this suit that we're wearing, it is, it's an interesting vehicle to go through this lifetime in, because it is organic and it's very much like social media. The algorithms are very similar. What we see, what we hear, what we've experienced, the stories we make up about what we've experienced. This human body, this human brain makes up these judgments that, you know, this is good, this is bad, this will hurt me, he will hurt me, this, you know, all of these things. And it is very interesting to run two programs at the same time, right? And what just came to me is like, I've got Mozart playing and I've got, you know, Nine Inch Nails playing, right? Hard rock and classical. And it's different. It's different. And it is the journey, the challenge to reconcile these two sometimes polar opposites, right? And that's our journey. And so particularly in these nonprofits, or maybe it's that way in corporate America, I'm sure it is, right? Trying to see the soul in people and recognize that the same soul, not better than, not less than, but equal to, equally as beautiful and infinite and all-knowing, and, you know, this beautiful soul that dwells in me dwells in everybody else. And to just honor that, right? Honor that. And they have this human being. And the human being is sometimes the walking wounded, almost always the walking wounded. And that person, everything that they say, everything that they perceive is just a mirror reflection of their beliefs, of their truths. And so if you want to know who people are, listen to their judgments. Listen to what comes out of their mouth. They're telling you, they're showing you who they are. And sometimes it's a beautiful thing, and sometimes the beautiful thing also has some awful things. And just because they have some awful things doesn't discount their beautiful things, and it doesn't discount or diminish in any way the magnificence of their soul. So you got to show up with this knowing, right? and have loving kindness with boundaries. Just assuming that people are giving you the best that they can give you, right? And that almost always they're not trying to be malicious or mean or, whatever, vindictive or whatever. It's not a soulful, it's not their true self. It is this hurt human self. And so I'm not going to take vengeance or try to hurt you back because you don't mean it. It's not who you really are. So I'm going to have compassion for you, but I'm also not going to be your doormat. I'm not going to let you hurt me or others. And that's why we need to have jail, and we need to have resources, and we need to have education, et cetera, et cetera.